Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to be running you through how to use NutraCheck. This is an app that's going to allow you to track your nutrition and make sure that you're hitting those calorie and macro goals that are so important in order to get you towards your goals. I know that macro tracking is not something that everyone has done before, so I wanted to create this walkthrough video of how to use the app to make sure that you know how to track everything accurately, but also make sure that you know how to hit your targets. With any change to your diet, it is going to be a little bit challenging at the start, so just bear with the app. Try and make sure that you are consistent with it, because the more that you are consistent, the more you will get used to it, and also then you'll start seeing those results that make it worthwhile. So I am going to have the app up on the screen here, but I might also just show you it here. I'm going to be basically walking it through on my phone. So the first thing that you need to do is download the NutraCheck app from the App Store. Once it's downloaded, you're going to see a screen a little bit like this, and it's going to ask you to sign up. So just click I'm new, sign me up, walk through the steps. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions about whether you're male, female, your height, your weight, etc. Walk through that and I will see you at the next step. So now that you have got into the app, you will see a little welcome message, and we are going to start off by adjusting your calorie and macronutrient targets. So as part of your onboarding, I will have worked these out for you based on your goals. So all I need you to do now is just plug in those numbers into the app to make sure that you are trying to hit the right targets. Based on the information that you entered in your sign up, it will have estimated you some numbers, but please make sure you stick to those ones that I have calculated for you, because they are specific to the exact goals that we are getting you to work towards. So in order to do that, from the diary tab at the bottom left of the screen, you will then see a little rectangle in the top right hand corner with 3 lines in it. You just need to click that button, and then in the bottom where you can see the word settings, you can see nutrient goals. I need you to click that and then scroll down to the bottom where it says set my own goal. If you click onto that, you're now able to set your own macronutrient and calorie goals. So in the top, calories, just type the number of calories that I've recommended that you start your program on. So for me, I am going to enter in there 2,500, which is what I am on at the moment. So entering that in now. Okay. What I want you to do is just make sure that those macronutrient targets are exactly as I recommended you have them. So if you needed to change it, for example, if I wanted to change the carbs down to 35%, I would just pop that in there, click go, and then you just need to make sure that they are equal. So let's say I had 35% carbs, 35% protein and 30% fat. You can see that all of those figures now add up to 100%, and it'll let me save those there. I just then scroll down to the bottom and click apply changes. It's going to come up with a little warning message. Just click tick and confirm. Now if you go back to the diary tab and you look in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that my calorie goal has changed to 2,500 calories per day, and what that's also got underneath it is that macronutrient split of 35, 35 and 30 for the percentages. Okay, so the next thing that I really like about NutraCheck is the ability to set up what we call easier days. Now, this is because when we're looking at calories and macronutrient goals, what we actually care about is consistency over time, rather than your kind of individual eating episodes or day-to-day eating episodes. So if we have a calorie goal of 2,500, some days you might not hit that on the dot, some days you might go slightly over, and some days you might be slightly under. What this tool does is allow you to see things across the week, and also adjust your calories in advance if you know, for example, you're going out on the weekend or you don't want to be so strict on the weekend. So from your diary page on the app, what you need to do is go back to that rectangle in the top right corner and click the 3 buttons. So click onto that. You're going to go this time into settings and diary preferences. From there, scroll down to other, and then you'll see easier days. Now from here you can see Monday through to Sunday, and you can see your daily calorie goal per day. If, for example, we knew that we were going to go out on Saturday and maybe we were going to have a roast dinner on Sunday and we didn't want to stress too much about the calories, what we're going to do is tick Saturday and Sunday, and you can see that automatically that adds calories to Saturday and Sunday and removes calories from the previous days. So the total across the week remains at 17,500 calories, but on Saturday and Sunday you're slightly more, and throughout the week they are slightly less. This means that it's very easy to not allow your weekends to take you completely off track, allows you to keep that consistency across a week and make sure that you are able to hit your goals, even if you've got social plans. So once you've done that, let's say I want Saturday and Sunday to be my easier days, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to click save, and then that'll automatically apply that change to my diary, which is super, super helpful. So if I go back now, we can see that today, because it is a Tuesday, it has adjusted my calorie goal back down to 2,200. So it's taken 300 calories off per day because I know I'm going to consume on the weekend a little bit more. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is actually start logging our food and making sure that we are working towards hitting our macronutrient and calorie targets from day one. So in order to do this, again, go back to that diary page and we're going to just start by logging a simple breakfast. So we're going to click the add button next to the breakfast tab, and then you're going to see that a bunch of different foods come up. All we're going to do is type in that search bar what I had for my breakfast this morning, which was oats. You can see that a couple of different options come up there. So the oats that I had were rolled oats, and of course I weighed them out and I actually had 30 grams. What I'm going to do is click enter a specific weight, and I'm going to put my 30 grams in there, and then click add to meal occasion breakfast, add the tick. So that has just added it. It says congratulations, you've added your first item. So all you need to do now is go through and continue adding those items. I'm going to go in now and add the rest of that breakfast. I will skip through this bit and show you once I am finished. Okay, so now you can see that I've actually logged every part of my breakfast that I had. So we've got the rolled oats, frozen mixed fruits, we've got a scoop of whey protein, we've got the coffee. We mustn't forget about those drinks that we've got where we're adding a little bit of milk. It all adds up towards those macronutrients and the calorie target. Then we've also got my chia seeds and my crunchy peanut butter. So that adds up to a total of 493 calories. You can see that at the top next to that breakfast label. And then also at the bottom, so just looking down to that right hand corner, we can see that that has now taken off 493 calories from my daily calorie goal, and we have got a remaining amount of 1,707 calories left. As you go through the day, obviously that amount will get lower and lower, and what we're looking for is for that left to be empty at the end. So we want you to have hit your calorie goal, and that means that you are well on your way. So now we've spoken about calories, what about macros? Now this is where it does get a little bit more complicated, and it will take a little bit of time for you to get used to hitting these macronutrient targets. So in the top right hand corner of your screen there, we're going to click the pie chart button. This allows you to see your macronutrient breakdown on a day view. Okay, so we're viewing for today. Obviously I've only inputted breakfast here, so we cannot see the whole day. But we can see that that breakfast meal has contributed 493 calories towards my goal. That's about 22% of my overall daily amount. We can see the fat, we can see the carbs, and we can see the protein. So they're the main three that we want to be worrying about across the day. This view does give you a little bit more of an in-depth view. If you click over to the pie chart side, this gives you a little bit more of a consumable view, I would say, and you can easily see your fat, carbs and protein breakdown. So at the moment from that breakfast, I've hit 41% fat, 31% carbs and 28% protein. That means that I know in my next meal, I need to reduce the fat a little bit, focus on eating a little bit more carbs and keep the protein around the same in order to hit my macronutrient goals. Okay, so another really helpful thing on NutraCheck is that you're able to look at your calories and macros across the week. We are looking to stick to our calorie and macronutrient goals across the week to make sure that we are consistently hitting those targets. If one day it's slightly up or we've missed our targets, that's absolutely fine as long as we correct that along the course of the week. This also allows a little bit more of a flexible dieting approach, which is really, really helpful. It will help you hit your goals and not stress too much about those specific numbers. So what we need to do is navigate from the diary tab to the rectangle with the 3 lines in it at the top right. We're then going to click on Reports Week View. So I'll click on that there. Now you can set up your week to start on whatever day you want. Mine's set up to start on a Sunday, as I just think it's good to reflect on what we've eaten on the Sunday and then carry that through into the week ahead. Column by column then. That first column there is representing the amount of calories that you were aiming to hit each day. So at the bottom we can see the total that so far, as of end of day Tuesday, I should have aimed to have consumed 7,650. But if we look at the food column, that is showing what I have actually consumed across the week. So on Sunday, I consumed 2,939, which is actually 311 calories under the total. You can see that on the right-hand column, which says left. That means calories left or calories remaining. So if we then look to the very bottom, we can see that across the week so far, I've only eaten a total of 5,427 calories. Now it is only like midday on Tuesday, so I've only logged my breakfast so far, but it starts to give you that view and that vision of how you can make changes across your week to ensure that you are still hitting those calorie goals. So whilst it doesn't matter on a day-to-day whether we're slightly above or slightly below calories, getting used to looking at this view and kind of forecasting your calories and macros across the week is what's going to allow you to hit that consistent calorie target over the week. Now, if I'd gone through and logged for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it came to Saturday, I know I've got a larger calorie goal then anyway, and I've got a little bit more room to kind of clean up my targets, whether that's across the calories, but also across fats, carbs, and protein, which you can toggle to on the top tabs there. So we can see that here I was actually under on my protein goal. So here it does say that that's in green with a tick, but actually protein is one of those important ones that we want to make sure that we're pretty on target for. So I know now that on Tuesday, which is today, I'm going to go and have a protein-packed lunch to really bring that target down so that I've got less left in my protein goal so that I am actually hitting that target from today. Okay, so that's it. That's how to start tracking and hitting your nutrition targets with NutraCheck. What I will add is that there is a paid version for this app. It is like £6 a month. It is absolutely worth investing in, even if it's just for a couple of months whilst you get used to these nutrition targets, get used to hitting these macronutrient goals and understanding how to fuel your body. £6 or £12 across 2 months is actually a really small investment in terms of how much information this app will give you and how much accountability and help it will give you in terms of reaching your goals. So please do that when your free trial ends. Just upgrade. You will not regret it when you start seeing your results.